You know, a convention oven, basically a regular oven with a fan. Yeah, that's Miami right now. No. What? This is looking professional, bro. Like, seriously, this is looking like, no, I didn't do it. Because you know me, I just duct tape mounts and stuff. Because guys, I can't afford to buy the specific mount for the specific boat and do all the professional installation that I hope you do. Because I have so many boats and really it wouldn't make any business sense. I would lose hundreds of dollars per video, if not thousands. So it's very important that you guys support this channel. If you like what I do, if I help you out in getting a motor, if you're gonna buy the motor anyways, just buy it through the affiliate links that we have down below. We do get a commission for that, and that of course helps continue this operation, so appreciate you on that. Now look at this mount, dude. Like, seriously, I'm gonna finish drilling the holes here. I'm gonna go to Home Depot, get the bolts that I need to force this down properly, but I'm super happy with this so far. I mean, look at that. See, it has a spacer there, star form, and then here on the back you got the hole for the rudder, and I'm gonna put another giant bolt through there. It's gonna come from this hole here, and what that is gonna do is it's gonna hold this in place like nobody's business, dude. Like, seriously, if it even looks super cool. Look at that, it looks cool. It looks like it belongs there, but all you have to do is just get a piece of starboard, some spacers, starboard material, cutting board, and whatever, paint it. Gotta do what you gotta do, and you could make this mount easy. Like, you don't have to buy any aftermarket setup mounts if you don't want to. I'm super excited about this. Now, please do not just do this, please. That's just there to mark the holes. Bolt it down and make sure those bolts have nuts that have that little white thing so they don't slip out. All right, let me go ahead and finish this. Hardest thing in building anything is having to come all the way to Home Depot to get hardware. But while I'm here, I just remember I need to check something else, some decking material for my other experiment. But I can't stop looking at how amazing this looks. Looks like it was professionally done. This is the mount, how I set it up. But for example, if you buy the starboard from Amazon, you get a small piece. This is like probably 16 inches or so, call it 18. And this is probably 6. Just to match the size of this mount, and you will put it like from here till like here, and then you bring this all the way up here, right? And like I said, you could just cut it to fit this exactly. And what I did is I used the assistant threaded holes here, 4 of them, put some spacers, and here on the back I took the rudder out and I put a bolt through. You could just put a smaller bolt, and this is not gonna go anywhere, especially if you move the motor over here. Boom. Now the steering is a problem. As you can see, it's kind of like on the side, but there's a few things you can do. You could like shape this out like this. You see, like you would shape it like this, then go like right here, and you would do the same thing over here. Right, so you got a big space right here that is gonna hold this down, because it needs to be wide enough to put the bolts. But then you trace it down like this, and then this stock rudder cable will be free to work. Another thing you could do is, if you want to have it, well, I don't recommend you have it like this wide all the way out. Like it makes no sense. But if you have to, you could always just drill a hole here to put this cable through. Like you drill it like this, woof, and then it will go up to the motor, or you could just guide it. All right, let's go ahead and test the NK300 on the Shearwater 125, and I'll let you know which one you should get at the end of this video versus the 180 Pro. I'm gonna put the battery here closer to the seat, because that way the weight is gonna be level out a little better Gonna use the install the cable here for the throttle. Feel like that motor is gonna push so much water through these two scupper holes that is gonna fill up this tank, well, a lot, and it may become problematic. That's what I want to test out. At the end of this video, I'm gonna give you a quick comparison between the NK300 versus the NK180 Pro and let you know which one you should get. I'm leaning towards one of them already, mainly because of weight, but I think what's gonna seal the deal is safety. There you go. Give it battery power. Okay, boom. Now we got power. Now we just need to install the steering cables and the motor assist. Okay, that was quick, that was easy, that was painless. I think we're ready to go. So one of the problems that we have here today is that I forgot my paddle. But with this motor and the control that you have of it with all the cables and all the stuff, the reverse, it should be fine. Did I put the reverse? No, I didn't put the reverse. So I guess we got a problem because don't have the reverse. Let's go ahead and set that up quick. Otherwise, it will be a big deal. Okay, reverse is done. Good. Man, seriously. That could have been a big problem because I don't have a paddle. Bring the motor down all the way. Give it a little bit of juice. All right, let me see if I get rid of some of that grass. This is what I tell you guys, you got so much control over this motor. That's why you have so many little cables and things, but situations like this, you wish you had it where you could just lift the motor up with one cable and lift it up nicely, or you could just hold another cable like this and just go in reverse. You pull that reverse cable and you go in reverse like there's no tomorrow, man. Look how much water we got on the boat. I wouldn't recommend it. You can make it work, but it's just too much. I know other people use the NK300 on this boat and they like it, but like I wouldn't. This is why I make these videos, guys, because you hear a lot of stuff online and you hear people saying, oh, it should be fine, or people that themselves use it, but I never really take their word for it. I like to test it myself. Look, this boat with NK180 Pro did amazing. Yeah, water came in and everything. Forgot to set up the reverse. Let me go forward a little bit so the motor kick in, hold, latch it, and then go in reverse. Should be fine now. Boom. So the NK180 Pro did amazing with this Shearwater 125. Yes, water came in through the scupper holes on the back, which you could probably plug, but I think water still will come in and it will be a problem anyway, so I'd rather just leave it open. And when I stop going, the water is ultimately gonna get out of the boat because it's gonna dry up quick. But with the NK300, it's just too much power. But anyways, I want to give you a water demo of how this NK300 does on this Shearwater 125, and you decide if you want it or not. I mean, you don't always have to go 100%. That is the truth. All right, so 25% power is pushing 169 watts, which is good enough for 3.3 miles an hour, 3.4 miles an hour. That's super respectable because with this setup, dude, you could go, I mean, like I'll tell you right now. Let me check it out. Wow, my amped outdoors lithium battery is not charged up. I need to charge it up. It only has 20% capacity, but even 20%, you could go 3 hours. I'm rounding up numbers, guys. So imagine that, 3 hours, 20%. That is, so 5 times 3, 15 hours. You go 15 hours times 3 miles an hour, dude. $45 miles at 25% power. You could go 45 miles on this craft. And guess what, guys? There's no water coming in. Maybe a little. No, not really. That's what it was from before when I was speeding up. You could totally, if you have the NK300, have a Shearwater, like you could just use it at 25% power. You don't have to go super fast. That's 45 miles, dude. That's impressive. 50% power, we're going at 4.1 miles an hour. That is 471 watts. So you can see no water is coming through the scupper. So 4 miles an hour, we're good there. 60% power, we're pushing 5.6 miles an hour, which is about the same that you could do with the NK180 Pro. And you can see that water is indeed coming in. .75% power, it's 850 watts, and we're clocking between 5.7 to 6 miles an hour. Right now it's 5.8 miles an hour. The problem is we could see a lot of water already coming in through that. Clocking it in at 100% power, 800 100% power, 6.5 miles an hour, 6.3. Take a look at the water. It is a bathtub. It's not worth it. If you have the NK300, I would recommend you max it out at 600 watts, which is about 60% power. Otherwise, it's not worth it, man. Look at the tank well, dude. It's like, it's full of water. Too much power. Totally not recommended at that much speed. It's just an overkill. What do you get? 6.5 miles an hour. Right now it's like 6.2 miles an hour. It's like 0.4 miles an hour for the extra weight, the extra money, and everything else. It's just totally not recommendable. The NK300 is indeed a better motor, but it's just too much power for this craft. I've been testing the NK300 on many kayaks, and what I have found is that the motor is super powerful, dude. It's extremely powerful. So there are many kayaks that you would think the motor will do well on, but it's just an overkill. This is one of those kayaks. Shearwater 125. As you saw from my video testing, when you go above 60%, which is 600 watts, just too much water comes through the scupper holes on the back and it pulls there. And if you happen to do really tight turns, the tank wall is pretty much full of water, and that is not safe. It's not safe. Imagine if you load it up, you have a cooler in the front, you got a black pack with all your tackle and everything else. It's just gonna be worse. I know some people have the NK300 on this kayak and they'll probably swear by it being the best thing ever, and it does work or whatever. You know, maybe it does work for them because they never go above that 60% output. So at that point, it's completely safe. But if you go 100%, and you could easily go 100% because this throttle does from 0 to 100% output is like millisecond, right? You could just millimeter you could just go 100% quick, don't even realize it, and next thing you know, you flipped over or something happened. So here's the thing with the NK300. I love that motor, super powerful. It's what I needed, but it is only for big heavy kayaks. It's not for a light craft like this. Is not for a kayak that may be like a paddleboard like the Zulu, or kayaks like that that have a low profile in the water, because water is just gonna come in through the back. It's too much power for those kayaks. As a viewer, I would recommend that if you were looking to buy this motor, that you go to YouTube and you put in, and let's say you have, I don't know, a Accent 133X, Accent 133X, NK300, and watch the videos. I don't have a video for that yet, but I'm gonna have to put it up because look, the purpose of this channel is to give you all the information that you need to buy the right gear for you, right? And that's what I'm trying to get at. I know I'm rambling here, but I'm trying to get to a point. For example, like I see a lot of bush online about people just dry fitting one of these motors on their kayaks and maybe taking it on a pool on pristine condition and having an amazing day and telling you that it works. No, it doesn't work. Okay? When you're gonna buy something, watch a bunch of videos about it, like really watch a whole full video and then make an informed decision, right? Because otherwise you're probably gonna be wasting your money. You're gonna get something that you completely hate, or you may put yourself in a dangerous situation only because Johnny 305 said that it works for him. No. I mean, that's why I take time out of my day to come here in the middle of the day and make these videos. Even though I know how it's gonna do, I still come here, make the videos because I want to give you the information. And on that note, please, if you're gonna buy a motor for your kayak or any products that I test, check the description link for those affiliate links that I have there, because when you do buy through those affiliate links, I do pay a commission from those vendors, retailers, whoever, and that is what keeps me in business, basically. So if I did help you make the right decision to buy a motor, wouldn't you think I should get some credit for that if you're gonna buy it anyways? I mean, I think it's fair, right? So about this motor, when you go above the 60%, which is about 600 watts, which is about the max that the NK180 Pro will give you, too much water just comes through the boat. Like, it's just too much power. And really, I maxed it out at, I think it was 6.4 miles an hour, because the motor is just fighting the boat and the conditions, because the tank wall is full of water, so it has extra weight that it has to push. So the more output, the more power you give it, the more of a dangerous situation that the motor is creating that have to compensate for it, meaning it's not gonna go any faster. So you're just wasting energy, putting yourself in danger. So to recap, if you already have this motor and you have a Shearwater 125, yeah, you could totally use it. Use it at 60% power. Even with a 30-hour battery, it's gonna last you a long time. But after 60% power, the trade-off is not there. It's not worth it anymore. If you don't have the motor and you have a Shearwater, you have a low-profile kayak, and you're looking to buy a motor to power that kayak, don't just go for the most powerful, best ever. Go for the motor that actually fits your kayak, right? And in this case, on the Shearwater 125, the NK180 Professional, the new one, that one works. Because even though a maximum output water still comes in through there, it's not that bad. It's not that dangerous, because as long as you stop, it goes out. It's not really floating the whole thing. Like, it's not as bad as when you put in 300, 1300 watts and you go crazy. So please help me keep this channel alive by simply just watching as much of the video as you can, or giving me a like, or best, when you do decide to buy a product, to buy it through our affiliate links, because we do get commission for that. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.